Enzo Maresca has had enough. Chelsea Football Club get another red card. Matisse has to delay his haircut. But more importantly, Enzo Maresca comes out in a press conference and absolutely calls out Delap. If you think I'm exaggerating, wait till you hear the comments. You're going to say you weren't exaggerating enough. Furthermore, Chelsea Football Club at this moment in time are willing to offer Malo Gusto a new contract. A lot of people are going to say, for what? I'm here to tell you this is the smartest thing they could do. And finally, we're going to talk about Enzo Maresca's comments before the game yesterday. He spoke about what happened at Sunderland, and it's something that is triggering me. Because there's no way within a matter of 2 weeks, the same thing is being reiterated and you haven't learned from this. This has been happening consistently, Enzo, and the fact that you're coming out, I prefer you lie. But before we get started, number one, hit the like button. Number two, subscribe to the channel. We're literally 500 people away, so do it now. You're going to forget from 44,000. And in the comments below, do you think it is ever correct for a manager to come out and publicly speak negatively of his players? Because what Enzo Maresca did here, I'm not going to lie to you, he publicly spoke badly about Liam Delap. We're breaking it down. Let's get in. Chelsea Football Club have been begging for Liam Delap to come back, right? And yesterday after the defeat, well, the victory felt like a defeat the way they played in the second half, but after we got through to the next round and now we have Cardiff, Chelsea Football Club can see a footage of Enzo Maresca yelling at Liam Delap. Straight after he got sent off, Liam Delap's walking off. He's got a little smile on his face. You know, one of those little cocky faces where I know I messed up. I can't believe I did that. And it's one of those things. Listen, people react in different ways when they make mistakes. Some people laugh. Some people try to act cool. Some people are going to disbelief. I don't know how he reacts. I'm not going to be too harsh on him. I'm not in his shoes, right? But what I do know is Enzo Maresca's reaction was beautiful. Enzo Maresca straight away went up to him and berated him. He had a go at him. There's pictures of it where he is actively shouting at him, like, you let your team down. A lot of people would think this is the end of it. It weren't the end of it. Press conference starts and Enzo Maresca says it was a stupid foul. It was a stupid foul. I can understand red cards against Manchester United. I can understand red cards against Brighton. We both can, right? The ball went over the top. Sanchez came out and Mbeumo beat him to the ball. It's a foul. That's a red. You're last man. I said let him through. Santos makes a mistake. Chalaba's running back. Chalaba let Gomez go through. Trust your goalkeeper. Didn't trust his keeper. Got sent off. It happens. Instinct, moment, like in the heat of the moment, he pulled him back. It happened. We're going to let it go. Malo Gusto, you're on the yellow card. We're 3-0 up. There's no reason for you to run, slide in, and get sent off. Liam Delap, the player is already trying to wind you up, right? Why on earth are you going to stoop to his level straight after and lead with an elbow? Broski, if you were a criminal, you're getting caught in red-handed because there was nothing discreet about it. There was nothing discreet from Liam Delap in the elbow. Then Enzo Maresca goes, look, as soon as he got his yellow card, I told him numerous times, stay calm. 4 or 5 times I told him, stay calm, stay calm. And Liam was playing for himself. Sometimes he plays for himself. When I heard that, I was like, uh-oh. And a lot of you are going to say, don't embellish this. No. This doesn't need to be embellished. This is a big deal. The minute you come out and say he plays for himself, we've got a problem there. Because now you're calling out his character and his desire to play for the team. You're saying he basically putting himself above everyone else. You also went on to say it's embarrassing, it's a stupid yellow card, we need to learn from this. This can't keep happening. Now let me give you my thoughts. Number one, he knows Delap very well. This is a clear encounter of him and Delap know each other since Delap was a kid. He basically coached Delap. He's the reason with Joe Shields that Delap is at Chelsea. Like, it's as simple as that. So at the end of the day, he knows the way this kid is wired better than any one of us. He knows this kid can take the abuse. Or not even the abuse, the criticism in public. More importantly, I think he knows this is one way to get a fire under Liam Delap. Get Liam Delap trying to prove a point and teach him a lesson. There are certain ways some people learn their lessons. There are other ways others learn. For example, if he did this to me, I can't lie to you, I would be so pissed with him. We'd be having chat first thing in the morning today. I'd be there at 8 o'clock in front of his office waiting for him to come in, and I'd need evidence. What do you mean I play for myself? What makes you think I don't play for the team? Because you're calling out someone's character there, Enzo. However, he knows him. I think he knows where the line is, and I think he's aware that he didn't cross it. The key thing here is, though, I think he's trying to make an example. I think Enzo is aware, right? We're getting far too many red cards. Far too many. Bro, we're racking up red cards like it's a Christmas cards, and it's Christmas time. We're racking up them like it's vouchers for McDonald's back in the day. You know the ones you used to get out of the newspapers, and you £5 meal would be $1.99. We are racking them up. It is becoming embarrassing. We're not going to achieve anything. We're winning the game still. The last 3 we won with red cards. Enzo got sent off himself, Gusto got sent off, and now Delap got sent off. But we need to do better. This needs to stop. We need to do better. What I want to talk about is what Enzo Maresca said after the Sunderland game, and it was in the press conference that came out in the embargo session. For those of you that don't know, right, Enzo Maresca does basically 2 sets of press conferences. One for the TV, the one I usually cover, and then the second one comes out at 10 o'clock at night. Reason being is the newspapers get their own content that the TV companies can't present. It makes it more fair for them to have content to talk about and write articles. In that, he said something that has been triggering me, and I've never spoke about it before because I didn't want to get at my manager. But when I hear it repeatedly and I read these comments, I swear I need to get at him. The way you got at Delap, I need to get at you now. He said, I watched 9 games of Sunderland this year. Not once did they move to a back 5. 10 minutes before the game, we saw them training. I told the players, our tactics are rubbish. We need a new plan. I can't believe he publicly said this. Because this isn't the first time. He said this after Forest. He said we had to adjust at half time because we didn't expect them to play with a back 5. And the worrying thing is, I think he said this against Ipswich before as well. Bro, we've seen this before. This is a normal script. Teams come to Stamford Bridge and play with a back 5. I don't know why it's surprising. I don't know why he thinks this is so unique. Furthermore, you've fallen for this trap before. So he said this against Ajax as well. I don't understand why he thinks it is appropriate to come out and tell the media, come out and tell the opposition, future opposition, if you change, I'm just going to watch your last games and I'm going to expect you to play the way that you played. The problem here is that he only prepped his team to play with a 4. Against the 4. Why have you not got plans? Like the basics, or at least 70% of plans? Because we don't change the way how we play so drastically. It's not like one game we play possession based, next game we play mid block, next game we play low block, next game we play on the counter attack. We're very consistent in how we approach games. If you give us the ball, we'll keep it and we'll play against your low block. If you press us, we will beat the press and get at you. It's very simple. So I don't understand what he's talking about. I don't like it as well. And a lot of people can say, what do you mean you don't like it? I want Maresca to come across professional in every way that he speaks. Whether it's to the media, whether it's to the team, I want him to get good results on and off the pitch. When you say stuff like that, it screams amateur. And maybe that's just me. I want a little bit of professionalism. I want you to be prim and proper in the way you handle the media, to the way you handle your players, the way you handle the fans. I just want you to be a top manager. Jose used to be that. Every now and then, Jose would cause a circus. It's part of Jose's show. I don't want you coming out and saying, we're not prepared. That's embarrassing. And I'm not going to lie to you, I hated that. Enzo Maresca, you need to give Gittins a chance. Let me explain. Gittins at this moment in time is playing really well. And I don't want him to become a Joao Felix or a Christopher Nkunku, just another B team player where you play in the cup games and he knows for a fact he's not going to play. Reward his good performances. If he plays well, he gets into the first team. I need to see him start more games, get more opportunity and build on this confidence. Otherwise, come January, he's going to follow in the same suit as Joao Felix and Nkunku where he says, I need to go. I'm not playing regardless of what I do. The final bit of news is regarding Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto's career at Chelsea has really diminished in the last few weeks. As maybe even the last few months. What happened is Malo Gusto came to Chelsea. Malo Gusto was very good under Maurizio Pochettino. Not many people knew about him. There was a little bit of hype. Everyone knew him as an attacking right back. Problem is, the scouting report actually flipped. He was a better one-on-one defender than he was going forward. He was just very energetic and could get into the final third. And what ended up happening, he got a lot of assists under Maurizio Pochettino playing in a generic right-back role. What happened after that, though, is there was an evolution. Once the evolution occurred under Enzo Maresca, he didn't start playing right back. He started playing inverted. He started playing left back. He started playing DM. He started playing right wing back. He started doing anything and everything, right? And this form deteriorated. You started seeing flaws to his game. And some of his flaws are very evident. He loses concentration or when he wants to take a first touch if he has too much time to think. He's not the most technically gifted in the final third. He heavily depended on his athleticism. His defending is good. I think he's a good one-on-one defender, but he falls asleep on the back stick. If the ball goes in behind him, he doesn't know if there's a runner. He's frustrating. Now, Fabrice Hawkins is coming out that Chelsea's camp and Gusto's camp are talking about a new contract. They're trying to reward him. And Chelsea fan base isn't happy about it. Like, what's going on here? Why are you giving him a new contract? Guys, why not? Let me just break this down for you. The gaffer loves him, right? He plays majority of the games. So that's a green tick, first of all. Secondly, giving him a new contract doesn't mean they won't try to sell him. Jackson's got 9 years. Jackson's gone. Noni had like 7. Noni's gone. You know what I mean? Like, the years don't mean anything. It's just protection. Furthermore, if Maresca gets sacked tomorrow and we get an Iraola, hypothetically, you guys are going to love Malo Gusto bombing up and down the right back's position. He'll go back to being Pochettino's Malo Gusto. So I don't understand this whole narrative switch. Is he in great form? No. But are we a fan base that just thinks about what have you done for me lately? Because Malo Gusto and Toussaint are 2 different examples, right? I think Toussaint's never been at the level of a Malo Gusto. I think Toussaint is lucky to be at Chelsea. I think Gusto is good enough to be at Chelsea. It's a completely different argument. I think having Gusto behind Reece James is amazing. I think we need to remember the level of talent we're talking about. He is not Reece James, and comparing him to Reece James is stupid. But he is a very good right back. Look around the league, look at the right backs, and tell me how many right backs are better than Malo Gusto. How many teams would just say, we'll take him, and he's our backup? So I think have some respect. The kid deserves his new contract. I hope they give him a new contract. And it is what it is. Listen, before we continue, I want you to hit the like button right now, subscribe to the channel, and here is the review from yesterday's game. I break it down, the good, the bad, the downright ugly. Wolves gave Chelsea a massive scare, and I didn't know how to react. So go check it out. I think I went into great detail, actually.